Hey guys, so I have some favourites to share with you. I haven't done a favourites video in a while because I've been a bit here, there and everywhere with my filming, but now I'm getting into a sort of nice routine. I figured I would bring back the favourites videos and share with you guys everything I've been loving so far this year. So I'm just going to jump right into it and spare you guys a little stupidly rambly intro. So yeah, starting with some skincare and body care products. The Glycolic Fix from Nip and Fab. This is, a lot of people like to use glycolic acid serum on their face or just generally glycolic acid. This is a form of it for the rest of your body. So if you have any uneven texture on your body, or if you have like rough patches or stretch marks or scarring that you want to sort of smooth out and fade, glycolic acid is really good for that. So I've used this every other night, just all over my body. The thing with it is because of glycolic acid, it's going to make your skin light sensitive. You do have to make sure you wear sunscreen on your body if you're using glycolic acid. I do with my face anyways, but I've now gotten into the routine of spraying sun lotion all over my body every day. In the shower, I've been really enjoying this product. This is the Sanctuary Shower Oil and it's awesome. I've really wanted to try the L'Occitane. I don't know the correct way to say that, but I've always wanted to try their almond shower oil, but I didn't want to pay for it. So I picked up the Sanctuary one when they were having a 3 for 2 offer. So I got this, one of their exfoliating soaps and the shower gel in this scent. It's just the classic Sanctuary Spa smell, which is just so yummy and luxurious, and it's awesome. And I was actually really surprised like how much this stuff foams up. It gives a really good clean. It makes you feel so hydrated afterwards. So I've been enjoying using this product. Over the last few months, I haven't really had a set skincare routine, but I have had a few products that have been my go-tos, the things that have got me through the last couple of months. One of those is the Hydration Burst Dual Action Cleanser from Botanics. I'm pretty sure they still have this in the range. It's been rebranded. I will link everything in the info box. So if it's been discontinued, I'll let you know down there, but I'm pretty sure it's still available. And this is basically an oil in a gel. It's amazing stuff. So I've been using this to remove my makeup. As far as exfoliation goes, I've been using 2 products to help keep my skin unclogged. One of which is this Deep Pore Cleansing Clay Mask from Kiehl's. Love this stuff. It's mostly just your average clay mask. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of it. It's mostly just your average clay mask, but it just feels a bit extra. It's not super drying. It doesn't make you feel like you're gonna break off your skin if you so much as, move a muscle. It dries down, but not to the point of flaking off your skin. It's perfect. I love it. So I use this, and then I have also been using the clarifying lotion from Clinique. Why was that word so hard for me to find? But yeah, the clarifying lotion from Clinique. This stuff is it's a chemical exfoliant as well as toner. So I've been using this whenever I've washed my face before I use my moisturizer, and it's just helped keep my skin as clear as it can be without being a proper routine. Like, I haven't always been removing my makeup before bed. I've been doing it in the morning sometimes with the oil, and it's something I'm working on, but this is just how I've been coping. And for moisturising, I've been using these two products. This is the La Roche-Posay Hydraphase Intense Eyes Anti-Fatigue Rehydrating Concentrate. And it's basically a hyaluronic acid eye gel. I can sometimes use this on its own, or I'll use it underneath another eye cream if I feel like my under eyes are really, really dry. But I also use this in areas of my face that are also really dry, like around my nose or just on top of my chin, just to give it an extra little boost of hydration. I could use it kind of like a serum, but I love this stuff so much. And for moisturizer, I've really been enjoying the Kiehl's Facial Deep Moisture Balm. I love the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Lotion, which is what I'm using at the moment, but for the drier months, or if it's really cold, like it's been snowing on and off for like the last few months here, I've been loving this stuff. As you can see, I've used, I'd say, about half the jar. This is one of those a little goes a long way type products. You don't need too much. It just blends right in, and it just cocoons the skin in moisture. And it's not overly greasy or anything, it's just really, really hydrating. Onto makeup-y bits. I actually only have one favourite primer, and that is the Clarins Beauty Flash Balm. I've only really been using this in March, but I've been enjoying it so much. It's a radiance balm. It's actually technically skincare. It looks like this. It's like a peachy gel, like jelly cream product, and you just blend it in. You can put it on thickly as a radiance mask, or you can use it as a base for your makeup for extra hydration, which is what I use it for, because I tend to use long wearing or mattifying foundations, so I just use it for the extra moisture boost. As far as foundations go, I've actually been using these two products. I'm using the Smashbox Studio Skin in a Project Pan, but I like it, I'm enjoying it, but I really enjoyed using these guys. This is the YSL All Hours Foundation and the Chanel Perfection Lumiere Longwear Foundation. These were really nice. I love the feeling of a high-end luxury brand foundation. It feels like you're putting skincare on when you're putting makeup on. They both have really good coverage, really long wearing, especially the All Hours foundation. You'll wake up the next day and it's still fairly decently applied. Not that you should be doing that, but that's also a perk. Yeah, so I've been enjoying these two. For concealer, I've mostly been using the Naked Skin from Urban Decay. This is in Fair Neutral, and it's probably one of the lightest concealers I own. As you can tell, I'm really pale at the moment, mostly because of lack of sunshine. But this is a really nice under eye concealer. It's got really good pigmentation, really good coverage. It can be a bit stiff to blend out if I don't blend it out straight away. But apart from that, I really enjoy it. I do use it a little bit for highlighting other areas of the face, but I've stopped doing the whole triangle thing, but I stopped doing that a while ago. But this would be good if I were to do that. Powder I've actually been enjoying is the Laura Mercier Mineral Powder. This is in the shade Soft Porcelain. This has sat in my collection for years, and I didn't really realise I liked it so much until I started using it. I used to use it on its own and I felt like it made my face a bit itchy, but I've been using it to set my foundation. And it's just added a slight extra bit of coverage that, I don't know, the finish of it, the extra bit of coverage, it just really helps. It just kind of sets everything off. And it helps keep my foundation on a lot longer as well. But yeah. Mineral powder. I'm not sure if this is actually the foundation or if it's just a powder, but I have been enjoying it. For blush, I've mostly been favouring these two products. First we have Sensuous Rose from Estee Lauder, which is just a beautiful neutral rose shade. I say neutral, it sort of leans a bit more on the coral side of pink. And then we have the Orgasm and Laguna duo. Loving Orgasm. I used to think it was really garish, but I think that was just hearing other people say that it was garish kind of put me off wearing it, and then when I started wearing it again, I just fell in love with it. It is such a beautiful brightening pink shade. For brows, whilst I still love using my brow plumper, I've also been enjoying using the Lancome Sourcils. This one is in Châtain. It's just their classic sharpened brow pencil. It's fairly basic, but it does the job so well, and I really enjoy the brush at the end. He's a little bit fluffy, well, full of fluff, but it works so well. It just blends the product throughout the brows. Those of you who've been following my last challenge project pan will know that I swapped out a couple of cream shadows between the introduction and the update, and in that process I was trying out quite a few different cream shadows or shadow pencils, and I really fell for these guys. These are the number 7 Stay Perfect Shade and Define pencils, and the particular shades are Golden Copper and Glistening Ray, and I'll just quickly swatch those for you. So here we have Glistening Ray, and then we have Golden Copper. And as you see, Golden Copper is definitely a lot more golden toned, and Glistening Ray has this amazing champagne reflect to it. They look beautiful under eyeshadows, and they just make sparkles pop like crazy. So I loved these guys, but I've settled on other cream shadows to work on, but I dip into these ones every now and again still. I'm also taking part in a Pan That palette this year, but I do dabble into other palettes just so I don't get bored, and I have 3 palettes to share with you that I've been really enjoying. First we have the Tartelette in Bloom palette, which is a nice neutral colour palette. I tend to focus more on the warm shadows along this side of the palette, and maybe I'll dabble into these colours if I want a liner, but mostly it's the warm portion. And this is a bit of a controversial one. I have 2 palettes that are basically the same palette. We have the Sweet Peach palette from Too Faced and the Chocolate and Peaches palette from Makeup Revolution. So if I hold these guys up together, you can see that they are very similar. That the Peaches and Chocolate is meant to be a dupe of the Sweet Peach palette. And there was this whole controversy about a month or so ago about companies coming out with rip-offs, like not even duping, they were trying to rip off palettes. And that's kind of what Makeup Revolution does with these palettes. It is a rip-off, but also not at the same time. They don't just do it to Too Faced palettes, they do it with other palettes. But the quality is totally different, and whilst they look fairly similar, the colour story is the same. The shadows, the shades there is clear differences. Even in things like, if you take the white shades, this one and White Peach has more of a sheen to it. It's more of a satin finish, whereas that's just matte. And this one is supposed to be a dupe of Peaches and Cream, which is down here. Peaches and Cream is way more peach. There are actually 2 shades that haven't been replicated in the Chocolate and Peaches palette, and those are Delectable and Bellini. Bellini is actually one of my favourite shades in the Sweet Peach palette. But my favourite part that they have similar is I love these matte browns down here, and they have similar shades here. They're not exact, but they're close enough to make me very happy, so I don't have to worry about finishing them in either palette. As you can see, possibly in Puree, there is already a significant dip going in there because I love that shade of brown so much. Now onto lipstick. I'm not going to mention the lipsticks that are in my project pan because apart from 2 shades, the rest of them are discontinued lipsticks. But the ones that I've also been filtering into my everyday use are these 4 lipsticks from the L'Oreal matte range. I'm a big fan of their matte formula, and then they came out with this whole range of matte colours, and I bought them all. But these are the ones I've mostly been focusing on. So we have Blush in a Rush, Erotique, Mocha Chic, and Mahogany Studs. As you can see, they're all very neutral pinky shades, very much nude shades, very My Lips but better shades, very wearable, go with pretty much any look. I like the formula of these lipsticks. They're very lightweight, creamy, they're not very drying, they feel very smooth on the lips, and they still have a really nice velvety matte finish without being all powdery and cakey. So those are my favourites so far this year. I'm not sure whether I will do monthly favourites or just do them quarterly. Because I'm doing quite a few project pans this year, I don't want my videos to be repetitive, talking about the same products in every video. But let me know what you think in the comments below, and we'll see how things go from there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.